All right, boys and girls, we are ready to go for the Xbox E3 press conference pre-show. I got Marco with me here. He's going to be my guest for today, and we're going to be talking about what we're expecting to see at this conference and anything that we can think of for the upcoming broadcast that's going to go on.
Yo, yeah, so I'm not really an Xbox guy, so I'm gonna be here chilling with Connor and hopefully swing some questions by him because I know he is super into Microsoft shit and has a ton of expectations.
Hell yeah,
So
man! I want to see my company back on top again. Fanboyism only leads towards growth in all companies because competition breeds excellence. Am I right?
okay, slow it down here.
As long as long as we keep it chill on Reddit, right?
Yeah,
But that being said, Microsoft had a abysmal. Well, I don't want to say it. It was a pretty bad conference last year. They didn't have that great of a year in terms of competition with Sony, so they're really
yeah,
looking for like a strong win at this conference.
yeah. It's been pretty quiet for Microsoft all year.
I mean, I'm the reason I'm still on Team Xbox as much as I am is because despite the fact that they're making bad business practices, they're making very good customer practices. So
Yeah, you
they've
like their
been really good for
services and stuff.
people. You know, the people who are using like gamers who play games. It's extremely good to be like a gamer in general when Xbox is doing what they're doing now, even if it's potentially bad for their business. Things like the PC streaming, so Xbox Play Anywhere lets you play games on your PC. So any Xbox game that's exclusive to the Xbox console, you can just play on a PC with the Xbox application, right? So technically there's no reason to own an Xbox right now. You could, if you have a PC, you could play all of the Xbox exclusive games and PC exclusive games on that platform and then just buy a PS4 for all of the PS4 exclusives. So that's great for consumers because that's one less $400 system that you need to buy. And it makes it easy for people who don't want to maybe set up a big TV and put their Xbox on their desk or whatever if they just have a small apartment room. But again, like they just don't give users incentive to need to buy their product. And that's kind of just bad business in general, right?
Yeah, it's worth noting that Microsoft, a lot of the time now, they make their exclusives Xbox and Windows 10 exclusives. So it's almost like you don't need an Xbox anymore. So hopefully they bring in some good console exclusives
Yeah, I mean,
for
I
the
don't
year.
think they're going to abandon the EA Play here. Sorry, not EA Play, the Microsoft Play Anywhere. But they're very similar in terms of name. But I do think that, or I do hope at least that the exclusives in terms of their Xbox with Play Anywhere enabled for PC are very strong this year. For me to have a really good Xbox conference, I need it to be 10% hardware and any new kind of discoveries that they've made in the physical space, and then 90% like new games that are on Xbox only and are ready to show off like what they can do as a gaming platform.
Okay. So would you prefer if, because we have rumors that they're going to show off at least 15 new games or 15 games in total, which means they might like rapid fire them off and not really go deep into each game. So do you think that means they're going to not spend too much time on like the Xbox exclusive aspect of like a new game and try to just show off new games that might be multiplats?
I think that if they're going to go the route of doing quick, like fast game showing off, that's fine. I don't need, one of the things that we were looking at in the E3 conference from yesterday was games like Sea of Solitude, where it's appreciated that we have a dev up there who's kind of talking about her passion, and that's great. But that was about 5 minutes of a girl saying, "This is why we built this game, and I wrote it during like a hard time in my life, and it's really about hardships and going through kind of stuff." And we saw about 3 seconds of total gameplay. Everything else was just art. So like I have
Yeah.
no idea what that game's about, but I know that the girl was passionate when she was making it. So that's good, I guess.
Yeah, it was good, but it felt like it was just padding because
Exactly. There was like nothing there.
they they had like 4 games in total showed up
Yeah.
at EA.
So I think if they want to do it, if they want to skip all of the explanation and just go like, here's a 2 minute segment on this new game that's coming to Xbox only in 2018, 2019, I'd be totally down with that. We know that they're showing off things like Battlefield 5. There's rumblings that there's maybe a Cyberpunk 2077 reveal today. So there's definitely going to be some cross-platform talk, but I'm really hoping that it's a minority and that the majority of this conference is really, even if it's rapid fire, show me some gameplay, show me some new games, even if it's just ideas. Show me a dev diary that talks about like a new studio that has been bought, or a studio that was owned by Xbox that's now being turned into something new and is working on a brand new like IP, or they're working on a few new IPs as a full team. I'd be totally down with that.
Okay. And do you think they're gonna have any big ticket items that they're gonna spend more time on, like a big surprise that they've been saving for E3 that's gonna blow people away, like maybe a new Halo that's like completely different from anything we've seen before, or a new piece of hardware that they're going to start focusing on? Because we know Kinect is basically dead.
Very dead, yeah.
So maybe they have something new in the works, like a VR, because Xbox doesn't have a VR as far as I know, but PlayStation has their own VR.
Yeah, not proprietary,
so,
yeah.
So maybe
I think so. I think that there's definitely going to be surprises in this. I mean, again, I think and I hope at the same time. I'm very wary of a new Halo with the direction of the last couple of Halos that have come out. But if we're getting another story game that has a strong multiplayer, and they've really listened to, especially the esports community, because a lot of the esports community for Halo has abandoned it. It's just not worth playing anymore. There's tons of other games that have more player base, better teams, better funding. And it's I just need from them to like listen to those people, who not just casual players, but really the esports. The Halo at the time was the pioneer of esports gaming. Giant arenas being taken up, and hotel lobbies being taken up with these old like crappy, not flat screen TVs, 5v5ing people. There's nothing better than that. And if they can bring us back to a time, especially now when we have actual gigantic arenas and huge events worth millions of dollars, Halo should be at the forefront of that. And I'd love to see that come back. But what I'm hoping for most is that Halo is a secret. They spend a little bit of time on it, a 10-minute segment like they normally do. But I really want an actual surprise, like something no one saw coming, brand new IP, Xbox exclusive from some really good company that they're working with. And that's like the big thing at the end. I don't want it to be Crackdown 3. I don't want it to be Halo. I want a fresh IP we've never seen before, we've never heard before, no leaks, and they just blow us away with it.
Yeah, I think that's the most important thing, because we know Xbox and Microsoft, they're one of the big three, right? In previous years, it was always Sony, Xbox, and Nintendo that you would always be looking forward to, and they were the ones that you would judge who had the best stuff. And all the publishers had good little conferences, but that's where everyone had their eyes on. So I think, especially after last year's conference, where there wasn't really anything memorable, and then they had a sort of sloppy year, they need, like you said, either a big ticket item or new announcements that are exclusives that they focus on, so that they're like big showpieces for this conference.
No, right, for sure. I think they definitely need to split their time up well. And if they are going to spend, if they are going to do things like talk about Battlefield 5, I know we're going to see a little bit more. I really hope it's not a big part of the show. I hope that it's cut down as much as possible. Show off maybe some of the BR that they were talking about. Maybe show off some more of the war stories. Get like a bit more gameplay out there, because what I saw in the trailer, like the reveal trailer that they did a couple weeks ago, versus what I saw yesterday, obviously got me a lot more hyped. I saw more of the maps. We saw that the destruction's coming back. And those are all great things. I mean, taking away destruction from Battlefield was probably one of the worst decisions they could have made. It was definitely the worst Battlefield that's ever been released. But now that it's back, we could be seeing some kind of like great old school maps coming back and being designed in a way that's made for Battlefield. And with a Battle Royale mode, I don't know if I can think of anything better than being able to blow up buildings that dudes are camping in when you're trying to win a Battle Royale game.
Yeah.
But again, they can't spend a long time on it. They can't be worrying about, that last year they spent a bunch of time on Assassin's Creed Origins. They spent a bunch of time on Battlefront, and there are all these cross-platform games, and it's great that they're on Xbox, but I mean, they're also on PS4. And the reason we want to come to Xbox is because we want those exclusive games. We want new Gears. We want new Halos. we want things that jump out at us and play like Xbox games. You know, Sony has their Last of Us and their dark kind of gritty games. It's almost like a Marvel DC combo. Xbox has the more lighthearted, like comedy based games that are a little bit more animated. Sony has those really dark, like emotional, lack of color type games, and we want more of those Xbox games to counterbalance with those PS4 games. Sony's had such a good year with games, especially recently with Detroit Become Human. You know, that was probably one of my votes for Game of the Year. It was absolutely astounding, and we're just not getting those from Xbox. I think this year we didn't even have a good exclusive that came out because they canceled Scalebound.
Oh yeah,
Rip in peace, Scalebound, for anyone in the chat.
Yeah, it looks pretty good, but apparently Platinum might have something new at this conference because, well, since they stopped working on Scalebound.
Right, and that, like, I could see a good company like that coming through and giving us a big surprise. But if it is them and they're the ones that give us the big surprise, how many people are going to just really grain of salt that and say, well, the last game they announced, everyone got hyped for, and then it just got canceled a year and a half later, right?
Yeah.
So should we really get hyped for this new game if there's no guarantee of it ever making it into our hands?
Yeah, exactly. And going back to your first point, I think if they're going to spend any time on a previously announced and detailed multi-platform game like Battlefield or whatever, they really need to, or Battlefront, they really need to focus exclusively on something new that they're showing at the conference, or don't talk about it at all.
Agreed.
Like, if they're going to show off Battlefield 5, either show off a new gameplay feature or talk about details about the Battle Royale mode. Otherwise, just leave it alone, because that's not why people come to the Xbox conference.
Right. I feel like, though, like EA and Ubisoft tend to use the Xbox and PlayStation ones because they might get a little bit more viewership. So they tend to kind of send one of their own representatives out onto the stage and like really talk about it. And they should just be doing that on their own stage. I don't understand why we're getting, like, you know, the reason we have these Xbox briefings or Xbox, PS4, Nintendo Directs, whatever you want to call it, is so that proprietary first-party developers who don't have their own conferences can come up and show off the games that they're working on for these platforms. And as much as it's been kind of the standard for the past couple of years, I don't think that cross-platform games have any business being revealed or talked about on the Xbox, PS4, or Nintendo conferences.
Yeah.
So what's your so you had expectations for hardware, right? So we know that Microsoft has been working closely with other partners like Acer and a few other, you know, big hardware brands working on mixed reality, so AR and VR combined. They've had it now for video, music, things like that. They haven't really thrown it into the gaming space, despite the fact that companies like Acer, companies like Asus are also, you know, gaming. They have gaming components for PC. So I'm thinking we get one of two things in this briefing. We get a new hardware announcement that works with, you know, those gaming companies, whoever it may be, who designs a gaming version of these mixed reality headsets, proprietary for Xbox, and that works on PC. So I think that they're not going to do anything that's like PlayStation VR, where it only works on the PlayStation. I think they'll have it work on Xbox and also be available on PC, but that won't rival the Rift. I think it'll be it'll be a little bit less powerful than the Rift, and obviously the whatever they call it, HTC Vive. But I think that it'll be priced pretty expensive. I think it'll be probably more expensive than the PSVR, if I have to be honest, because it's mixed reality.
But that would be a great selling point if it's Xbox branded and you can use it on the Xbox, but also use it on PC. Then that would drive a lot of people to purchase it, because for these other ones, you can use it on your PC, but then you wouldn't be able to use it on your TV unless you went to plug it in, or you had to use it only on your PS4. But something that you could just switch between your TV and your computer whenever you want. I think that would probably drive a lot of people to buy it and not be so concerned with a slightly higher price point.
Right, and I think that, like, as a Rift owner, you know, I don't want to keep buying $400, $500 headsets every couple of years, especially not for multiple different services. So if they can bring something that works for games on console games that may be exclusive to the console, and also work on my PC, so I don't have to buy 3 different headsets. I can only buy one and it can do everything that I want it to do. That's a win for me for sure. But secondarily, the other option that we get here is potentially some kind of a streaming service. You know, Sony has had their Now service that allows you to broadcast your games to PS4 from old school like PS3, PS2, things like that. But we haven't seen on a major console yet a Steam Link competitor. So something that can play your games on a big screen somewhere else. It can play it on a tablet, on a phone with an application, and it seems like it would be less difficult for console games that are a little bit less higher tuned than PC games to run on those, it's like 60 frame games or 30 frame games on console running on, a 30 hertz phone. Be a lot nicer than trying to downscale your 60 FPS hardcore the Fortnite gameplay,
Yeah.
So I think that especially with new like PC games getting ported to these consoles, we have a lot of gamers who are kind of being left in the dust, who don't have the money for a PC, who don't have the knowledge to build a PC, or they think it's too expensive to get into. Those guys are kind of left behind. They don't have those same features. And I think with the backing of Microsoft, especially with all their partnerships with other companies, like I was mentioning before, Acer, Asus, all that, I think it's very easy for them to come up with some kind of Xbox Link that allows you to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Would you play your Xbox PS4 games on your phone?
Yeah, I think I would if it's a small, especially if it's indie games, like
Right.
small little indie games like we saw from EA, like Unraveled. Those are perfect for being able to put on your phone and play whenever you want. So if they go for sort of an indie game angle, I think that would drive a lot of people's interest up.
I can mess with that. I mean, who doesn't want to, like, you're tired of playing, you want to get up, you want to chill, go make some dinner, and as you're cooking, you just put your phone on, finish off that level that you've been working on, grab a Bluetooth controller. And that's another thing with their ability to, they like both of our controllers now are working with Wi-Fi Direct. So why not Wi-Fi Direct streaming with the actual controller you're already using directly to your phone, instead of having to go out and buy like a Bluetooth device like the Steam Link makes you.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of controllers now are Bluetooth enabled, wireless receivers. So maybe we'll see something like that. I know Xbox controllers, they use a sort of wireless connection. They're not Bluetooth.
Yeah,
like
it's Wi-Fi Direct
PS4
for the
controllers.
controller. Yeah.
Yeah, but maybe we'll see
But
Bluetooth
it
options
works.
for
It works with
controllers.
phones. I mean, there's a Wi-Fi Direct option on all of our phones, especially now with Android N coming out. They there's so much that Android P is what I meant to say. Android N's been out for a long time. Android P actually allows you to use a new level of Wi-Fi Direct, so it's even better for like GPS tracking. You can actually track yourself within a building, like which floor, which room you're on, based on how far you are from the router. So things like that are great, but it also means that higher connectivity and less latency between Wi-Fi Direct connected services. So we're looking at perfect matching here, even better than what we have currently on the Xbox. So we're getting close now. They should be going up in about 2 minutes, which is great. We're looking at big predictions. What do you got? Hello? Oh, Marco's dead. All right, well, I'll tell you about my big predictions. So I put my schedule up there. So my big predictions, I think for sure we're gonna have Halo. I think for sure this time we're gonna get Crackdown 3. I'm gonna have to drag him back in. There we go.
Yo.
Yeah, you're back. All right. So my big predictions: Halo, Crackdown 3. We're finally gonna see it this year. We're gonna see actual gameplay, and we're definitely gonna get a release date. I promise you all that we're gonna get a Crackdown 3 release date. And I want a completely unknown game. I think it's gonna happen. I think it's gonna be the final thing. They're gonna pull a Tim Cook and walk out on stage and go, "Oh yeah, one more thing," and then fully reveal. Nice little 15-minute crazy reveal of a brand new IP that we've never heard of before.
Yeah.
What do you got?
Basic. if we get a new IP that they sort of put at the forefront, I think that'd be great. Also, I'm hoping for, whether it's hardware or a big game, they just have something that makes everyone think, oh yeah, but what about Xbox? They showed that thing at the conference, and that probably really hyped me up for them doing the best at E3 today, or this year. So I'm hoping either for Halo that has a really good multiplayer aspect that can compete with all the Call of Duty and other shooter games that are out there now, Battlefield, or yeah, something hardware.
Yeah, no, I like what you said there, where we need something that people don't just automatically put them at the bottom. I mean, EA already had a mech conference yesterday, so I don't think we're going to have anyone that goes under them, but I do agree with that. Having people go, when they're talking about these conferences, they want to go, man, but remember Xbox showed off this or that, and it was absolutely, it blew my mind, you know. And I think we need that this year after last year, and this whole year that we've been going through as Xbox fans has really pushed me away. You know, it's not like seeing games come out, like I mentioned before, Detroit Become Human. We have a few other games that were like really exclusive. The only thing we got this year was Sea of Thieves, which was a really fun game, but not a lot of replayability. Also, definitely not a AAA title. I'm talking about a $40 Canadian game that you play. You know, you play with your friend. It's very arcadey. Still a fun game. Not taking anything away from it, but it was for what it was. It was very arcadey, and it wasn't really a AAA title. These games that Sony are bringing out with their partners are very much strong, full AAA games that are worth the money that you're paying for, and that's what's really important when you're looking at $90 games here in Canada.
Yeah, if they want people to buy Xbox Ones going forward, it's been like a few years now since it's released. People need to be able to think, I want to buy an Xbox for this game that I heard announced at E3.
Now we're getting really close to their countdown here. They want it to be up at 4 o'clock. I know it's probably going to be a little bit later. EA was actually on time yesterday, like exactly, which was really weird. But we'll probably have like a minute or two extra. We're both here. I'm going to speak for you. We're both here guaranteeing no Xbox 2 reveal.
No, definitely not.
Not happening. Xbox 720, Xbox Infinity.
Maybe like, do you think they might do a Pro version like the PS4 Pro?
I'm completely unknown, but we are going to move in right now. It has started. I'm going to put on my screen display. We're going to watch their countdown here. But to finish the point, yeah, no, I don't think there'll be any additional hardware like a new version of the Xbox, unless it's like one that comes with their new link inside of it.
Yeah, hopefully they focus on the games.
This is the Xbox E3 2018 briefing.
That actually looks like it's in engine, which is really nice.
Yeah, I think we gotta take it with a grain of salt though, because E3.
Yeah, for sure. I just mean it's interesting that it's not a CGI trailer.
Yeah.
All right, so it is Halo. Okay.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, boy. All right. Okay. They're just going straight for their they're blowing the load a little bit early there, but
Yeah. Well,
let's see if it pays off.
Maybe they can pump up the music a bit. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Infinite.
All right.
I hope they deep dive into this.
Yeah, I don't want it to just end like that. At least give us some kind of talk.
Yeah, I want details.
Wow, the slip space engine. Gonna have to look that up.
Are they gonna have a tournament on the stage or something?
The head of Xbox, Phil Spencer.
Oh, that kind of, yeah, that's weird, huh? That's a lot of computers, though. Definitely a battle royale game.
Yeah, they'll probably show off some people demoing a large-scale battle game.
Phil. And the crowd goes wild. That is a lot of computers, man.
Halo Infinite.
Actually, those are all
We will
Xbox.
join Master Chief
Oh, yeah.
on his greatest adventure yet to save humanity. We're now at a moment of exceptional creativity in gaming. We can't wait to show you what Creativity Unleashed looks like for you. So to all the gamers around the world, across time zones and languages, to every single person watching us on TV and on Mixer, and to our largest ever live audience, the thousands of you with us right here in the Microsoft Theater, welcome to E3 2018. I'd like to personally thank everyone who's joining us from FanFest. 100% of the proceeds from your FanFest tickets are going to Gamers Outreach. Thanks to you, kids in children's hospitals get to game with their friends in their favorite
Looks like all the
worlds.
conferences
It's a
are
great
gonna need some
cause.
sort of charity to one up the
That's
others.
what I
Yeah.
appreciate most about gaming. Gaming brings us together. Gaming connects us. It inspires our truest cooperation. It creates some of our fondest memories of competition and our deepest conversations about the stories within games. Most of all, gaming fosters real community. It reaches across age, ability, race, gender, and geography. This is why I've always believed, and will always believe, that gaming is the great unifier. And what unifies us is our shared love of this art form. Legendary characters who captivate us, not just for 10 hours, but for 10, 20, 30 years. Bold
At a time.
stories that inspire the hero within us. Iconic worlds that are so richly imagined, we feel excitement in the air and danger on the seas. As gamers, we are at a momentous time where creative vision and cutting-edge technology together are delivering the art form we love. So, for months, our teams and I have traveled the world, meeting developers from Japan to Poland, from the UK to the Ukraine, from big studios to single developers, creators who seize the full power and potential of Xbox One to express their most daring vision for games. Today, we've curated a bold showcase of their best work, and ours. 50 games,
What?
Wow.
18
Whoa.
titles with exclusivity.
I see, like, as soon as he says
15
that,
world premieres.
as soon as he says that, man, that gets me not excited.
Some will be first-timers on this stage.
You became not
and
excited?
others will be
Yeah,
first-timers on any
18
stage.
titles with exclusivity,
All are imagined by
which
the
means that
industry's
they're gonna
greatest
go back
talent.
to their crap that they
All
always pull.
demonstrate what
A
true
month
artisans
early
can
access on
create.
Xbox, 2 months early
Mind-blowing
access on
art,
Xbox,
immersive
available first on
sound
Xbox.
effects, breathtaking worlds.
Yikes.
So
We
let's
want actual
jump in.
exclusives. Even though I hate exclusives, this is what you need for the.
Yeah, this is what needs to drive. Xbox needs
But
to
50
drive
games,
their
that's
sales.
that's yeesh. That's a
Yeah,
lot of
like
that's a
they
lot of
did the-
games. Like a breakdown beforehand.
Yeah,
This is
I like that
another
they did
Ori?
The table of contents.
Hell
It
yeah!
looks like it.
As soon as I saw the opening, yeah. This game is so nice, man.
Oh yeah, it's definitely really pretty.
And the Will of the Wisps. Yeah, literally the titles on every single one of those screens, man. That's wild. They're actually using all of the like Xbox TVs down there as part of the show.
World premiere.
Did it say exclusive?
Not
No, it just said
exclusive,
world
just pro, yeah, just pro premiere. Yeah.
Ah.
New Shenmue? Or no? What's it called? Dynasty Warriors?
So you're awake. Looks like death is not your fate.
Oh,
Just
it did look like I did get a From vibe from it.
Yeah. Interesting. Dark Souls Japan?
Some time has passed since I found you.
Weeb Souls.
Your master still lives. They'll soon make use of his bloodline. The Lin you have lost will give way to something more useful. You'll learn to appreciate its worth.
Well, that's
Wow. So it doesn't look like it's in part of the Dark Souls universe.
I mean, it looks exactly like Dark Souls. It just looks like a different setting.
Your death
Yeah.
won't come
This is the Dark
easily.
Souls of Japanese video games. Oh, it's gonna be Soulborn. Like how they're literally giving in all the boss fights right now. Like,
Yeah.
that's rad.
I mean, Souls games are all about boss fights.
Yeah.
Sekiro. Interesting. It definitely looks like they're trying to do a slightly different take on the Souls, even though the animations and stuff are
Yeah.
basically the same. It looks more like
Cool.
story oriented and less
Please welcome from
Um,
Bethesda Game Studios.
less sort
No.
of gameplay.
No.
This is exactly what you didn't want.
This is exactly what I didn't want. Although quickly I will say they are putting up on the bottom when games
How's
support
everybody
4K, when they support HDR, and when they support the like a third thing that I haven't seen yet. So it's very nice that they're actually putting up what you can use for like your Xbox One X4.
Yeah, I noticed that. It's
And
good.
Phil said to me, "I'm having a few friends over. Why don't you stop by?" And look, I know Phil is really, really charming, but damn, he's got a lot of friends. And the good news is, you're our friends too. We've had an incredible 16-year history with Xbox, going all the way back to the original with Morrowind.
Oh, he mentioned Morrowind.
Now backwards compatible. And that goes all the way to bringing mods to consoles with Fallout 4. And now we are bringing the Fallout universe to Xbox Game Pass with Fallout 4 launching today.
Okay. Seems a little bit late, but
Since we're here, we thought we'd give all of you an exclusive world premiere first look at Fallout 76.
okay. Cross-platform exclusive.
Yes, Fallout 76 is a prequel to all the other games, and it is our biggest one yet.
Including
It is
Fallout like 1 and 2.
4 times the size of Fallout 4.
So it's
Set
not going to
in
be
the
a small
hills
game.
Of West Virginia,
Oh,
you are one of the
West
first
Virginia,
to
all right.
emerge into an untamed and very different wasteland.
It's interesting. So they just are going to negate their lore that they specifically wrote themselves.
Years after our great nation began, we gathered together to honor the completion
Ron Perlman?
of Vault 76.
Sounds like it.
This sprawling underground shelter may have been engineered by Vault Tech, but it was built by you. So that if the bombs do come, our way of life will endure.
Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge
Dude, I called it.
Shenandoah River.
This is the song they used in the reveal trailer.
Oh, I don't think I saw the reveal trailer.
If you would have watched the Tech Cherry video, we covered it.
So far, it seems like it's going to be just like the other Fallouts.
Yeah.
With the story.
For when the fighting is stopped and the fallout has settled, you must rebuild. Not just walls, not just buildings, but hearts and minds, and ultimately, America itself. In Vault 76, our future begins.
Okay. So, yeah, I mean...
Okay, we're not seeing any gameplay, so that was
World
basically
Yeah.
just a wasted slot.
Yeah, literally. Ugh. I like that we know that it's probably not going to be like people were expecting like almost a Rust-esque like survival game, like it was going to be a mini game between the two main games. So we know it's not that, but oh gosh, what a shocking surprise!
It's just me, Captain Spirit. This is Chris to the Flying Fortress. Have you spotted Snowmancer? Not yet. Keep me posted.
Chris, breakfast.
Okay, Dad. You're drinking beer?
I don't need a lecture from my son.
I always get picked last for the team at school, and they never throw the ball to me.
They can't tell stories like you can they?
No way. Start the launch. Too late! Emergency! This time, you won't get away from me. I miss Mom's smile.
Me too. You're probably gonna change the world.
I hope so.
I know so.
Captain Spirit is here!
The Awesome Adventures of Captain Spirit. Download for free from June 26th.
Oh, full free? That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I mean, Life is Strange was literally a snooze fest, but Who knows?
There it is, Crackdown 3.
There we go. There's Terry Crews, baby.
Oh yeah.
The only game built like me. Big, beautiful, like a skyscraper, falling at your face. If you want to play on my level, follow my lead. Somebody give me my jam. Chop, chop, chop. It's all about
He
getting a
beatboxed.
drop on the enemy. No building is too high. 60 stories up, incoming. You gotta build up that raw power. Grab more, grow more.
So he's actually in the game, right?
Yeah, looks like it.
Then you need that firepower. Homing rocket gun, bullseye. Vortex cannon, see ya. Graviton tether. Have you two met? And the most
Have you two met?
powerful of all, me. And then I roll out like a boss. I can push off fools, pull up the side of a building.
Yeah,
or even
that's
punch
rad.
out my very own tank. Oh yeah. Boom shakalaka. Man, these bad guys just won't quit. They got mad scientists, and mad a master plan. Here we go. The hits just keep on coming. Boom. Whack, whack, mother.
Jeff just messaged me saying this is just Old Spice the video game.
Down.
February 2019. It's still very far away, but at least we have a date-ish.
Yeah. Seems like a lot of them, these releases are going to be pushed for February.
Yeah. Is this a new one or like an
Maybe it's just being ported?
oh yeah, maybe. Okay, yeah, so I guess like a game of the year or an ultimate edition, whatever they want to call it. June 26th, okay. That's 2 games that are launching on June 26th for Xbox. Okay, Metro Exodus again, another non-exclusive game.
And the skies rained missiles, and the ground burned to ash, and the seas boiled, and people turned into shadows. So let us not fear the heretics at our door. Even with their iron steeds standing before us, stinking of machine oil and shining its heretical light upon us.
Remember, most of the country has been destroyed or occupied. Even those who speak our language might be enemies, by conviction or out of fear.
We will not falter. Let us steel ourselves against them. For this is our hour of glory. Amen.
Let's move out, Artyom.
Yeah, full weapon customizability, nice.
They want blood? They will get it. We'll cross it no matter what those fanatics think.
And if the heretics come for our lives, we will stand firm. So you got me, you damned heretics. Artyom, jump!
Another February game.
Yep.
Yeet. It does make sense with all of the big games that are coming out in like October, November era, so.
Metro had me at its gritty visuals, brutal landscapes, and its mystery of the ruins above ground. What I love about our art form is the vast range of creative expression, from grim post-apocalyptic battles to hand-painted spirit guardians. Whatever world these creators build, whatever story they tell, whatever sound effects they use, we will work with creators to guarantee that their games look and play best on Xbox One. Like this next game, generations have loved role-playing games from Inventive Studios in Japan. Our next game is the latest in a legendary series.
Okay.
For the first time ever on Xbox, Kingdom Hearts.
Oh, all right. Let's. We already have the date for this. We already have the trailer.
Yeah.
We know it's not exclusive.
Guess he's too used to the beach.
Hey, Islander, what can I say?
Hopefully they'll show new environments or stuff.
Look,
Yeah.
even the seas turn
Oh,
into
we getting frozen?
ice.
Oh boy. Yep.
A walking, talking snowman. You really are alive.
Hello. Olaf, are these your friends?
Nope, never met him. Don't know anyone blue, green, or Husaki Spike.
You know what? I can't fucking wait for this game, dude. I need it so bad, man.
I hope we get Halloween Town again. I love that shit.
Wreck-It Ralph, yeah.
Yeah, they'll probably stick to the newer IPs
Yeah,
though.
probably.
Take this.
Is that a Pokemon?
Look out!
No? Not that I know of.
That's amazing. You can control ice.
Control it? No, all I ever do is hurt people. This is my home now. I can't go back. I don't want to hurt anyone.
Herc!
Yes, there we go.
Look
Nice. Oh, Monsters Inc. Love that.
Is he a furry dude? Is that okay?
Roxas does exist. His heart's inside my heart.
The other Twilight Town is just data.
So what will Elsa accept? Light or darkness?
Is that a guy
I
or a
know.
girl?
I want to know.
It's a girl.
Well, good for you, but guess what? I won't let her fall to darkness.
They're so extreme, man. I love their emotions.
This Keyblade.
Who's that?
Mickey,
Is that a Kyrie?
you're too
Nope. I don't know whoever came up with the idea for Kingdom Hearts, but they're a genius.
Exclusive.
Super serious JRPG with Disney characters in it. Like, how do you ever take that seriously?
Yeah. Hey, it works though.
Yeah, it does.
An expansion or something. They better not make people pay for this.
You needn't cower in the doorway. I actually like meeting new people. Besides, the conversation with my friend here has reached a bit of an impasse. I think he just needs a moment to cool off. Now, I sense that you brought me something to inspect. Show me. The waves of change roll throughout the seas, and a new land is revealed. The Forsaken Shores. A place of darkness, where fire and ash consume all. And from the depths, skeleton crews will rise to curse the seas. An ancient evil set loose upon the Sea of Thieves. You have delivered unto me a portent of doom most terrible. Oh! You just wanted to know how much it was worth, didn't you? Fine, I'll give you 10 for it.
So it looks like they're gonna have like NPC skeleton ships that like you can actually fight without like fighting real people. All right, it's Battlefield 5. Please don't show us the exact same thing you showed us last time.
Oh man.
It's literally the exact same cinematic.
Yeah.
Well, it's improving, but
Da jeg som barn fortalte de mig historier om skabninger og monstre. Vi ved, at nogen er derude. Og fortæl mig, hvem det er.
All right, they need to start with some explicit.
Yeah, it's
enough with peppering. There we go.
Exclusive world premiere.
oh well. It's cars, man.
Yep.
We believed for a second. Horizon 4 or Forza Motorsports 2019? Pick one. Oh, I just saw Horizon. Never mind. Horizon 4. It is.
Will it have a battle royale though?
Auto Royale? H1Z1 mod? It's like trailers like that, they just don't they don't show anything.
Playground Games.
Yeah, it's
Ralph Fulton.
It's 50 titles they're showing off that are just fluff fillers.
Thank you so much. It is fantastic to be here. Today, I am excited to show you the world premiere of Forza Horizon 4, set in beautiful, historic Britain. Forza Horizon 4 features dynamic seasons in a shared open world, and seasons change everything. Let me introduce you to some of our team who will be helping demo the game today. Please welcome Bill, who is online with a few friends in the beautiful English countryside. He has chosen the incredible new McLaren Senna. And say hi to Solomon, who is hanging out with his buddies on the streets of Scotland's capital, Edinburgh. Solomon is driving the Hoonigan Ford Focus.
He's using the new adaptive controller.
Andy, whose off-road buggy is perfect for taking
Cool.
jumps, scaling rocky terrain, and having fun on the coastline of Britain. But first, let's join Rebecca. She is enjoying the summer in her highly customized Nissan Silvia. The sun is out, the sky is blue, and it's the perfect day for a drive. Forza Horizon 4's Britain is a shared open world. When you play, you play with the entire community. And that means the other drivers you'll meet in the game will be real people
That's
with
pretty
all
sick.
the variety,
Yeah, it's pretty nasty.
spontaneity, and fun that real people bring. Let's join Bill. He's in the same shared world as Rebecca, driving at speeds made even more thrilling on Xbox One X by the brand new 60 FPS mode.
Cool. That's important.
Meanwhile, Andy is bouncing around the dunes nearby. As you can see, Horizon 4 is still full of action-packed fun. And now we're going to show you how seasons change everything.
Are they actually
In Horizon
dropping
4,
leaves into the
every
stadium?
season changes
I think it's
the world around you, with each bringing its own
I think it's AR.
beauty and
Like the
Yeah, like the anthem thing. Yeah.
One of the great things about this shared world
Yeah,
is
because I
that
don't
it's
see anyone
easy
like
to
reaching up in the air or
interact
whatever.
with the people you meet. Here, Solomon and Rebecca use the new quick chat feature on the D-pad to start a new friendship. It looks like Rebecca has found some like-minded friends. It's great to play solo, but it's better to play with others. Horizon 4 lets you seamlessly enter co-op from within the game world. Seasons, time of day, and weather conditions are dynamic, but they are synchronized for every player, so the entire community will experience them at the same time. Now, as much as we'd all love to sit and watch the sun go down together, let's see how this scene looks in winter.
So they're doing all this scripted stuff. Are people really playing?
I mean, I'm not sure. They have all those people on stations, and it looks like they're doing stuff, but I can see each one of their screens has a different car on it, so it would make sense. But it does look very scripted.
The visuals and the driving experience couldn't be more different.
Like, not a single person has crashed into another. They haven't hit a wall. Like,
Yeah, they might just be sitting down miming.
Look at that. Like, that's it's a little bit too nice to get first try on live on stage.
The world of Forza Horizon 4 looks in spring. Once again, the world changes completely with the seasons, bringing new driving experiences, new gameplay, and new events across the whole world. Every season, there are new reasons to play Forza Horizon 4, and the huge, creative, fun-loving Horizon community will be
So it's
there
not really
to
like a
join it with
realistic
you.
driving game.
Well, Horizon is always like Motorsports is their realistic one, and Horizon is like the fun driving one.
Today, you've seen a completely new take on Horizon. In Forza Horizon 4, you will live in a vast, beautiful world in which dynamic seasons change everything. Forza Horizon 4 is coming to Xbox One and Windows 10 on October 2nd, and I am thrilled to announce that it will be included in Xbox Game Pass on the same day. Thank you so much.
That's cool. At least they know that a lot of people are gonna get access to it that way.
Yeah.
We know that exclusive games from our Microsoft studios are what originally turned so many of us into Xbox fans. My team and I take our commitment to you seriously, to make Xbox One the best place for you to play and for you to have the best games on the world's most powerful console. This is why we're increasing our investment in our existing franchises that you already love. And this is why we are amplifying our investment in new worlds that will deepen your love for gaming on Xbox. We embarked on a quest to find creative teams that have the mastery of our art form. And we found innovative game designers, master storytellers, exceptional world builders. And now, I'm proud to introduce the creation of a brand new Microsoft studio.
That's what I wanted.
Initiative,
This is what I wanted.
led by Daryl
It's a little bit early though.
a visionary storyteller who has worked across some of the most iconic franchises for over 20 years. This new Santa Monica studio is building a team of world-class talent to create groundbreaking new game experiences. And next, I'm excited to welcome Undead Labs to Microsoft Studios. This studio caught our attention with their visionary approach to building a zombie survival franchise. They just released their second infestation into the world, and in the first 2 weeks, over 2 million of you have joined the fight to survive. Now, it's my distinct pleasure to announce that we have acquired Playground Games.
Oh, what?
This is one of
So they're just buying all of the proprietary games that they have?
Celebrated for their incredible craftsmanship. Not only will Playground Games continue to work on Forza Horizon, they're bringing their open world expertise to an entirely new project. We can't wait to share more about that later. And for the fourth new studio, it's my personal honor to welcome Ninja Theory.
What? That's insane. Devil May Cry 5 Xbox exclusive?
To meme. We collaborated on Kung Fu
They would need
Chaos
it.
back on the original Xbox. And a minute into playing Hellblade, you know you're in the hands of master storytellers who are fearless about telling bold cinematic stories. This is a team gifted in creating new franchises. And yes, we've got a fifth studio to announce. Compulsion Games. 2 years ago, we premiered a game we couldn't get out of our heads. A game that captivated us with its strong, fresh, and intense storytelling. We Happy Few is nearing its full release to gamers everywhere. So please help me in welcoming all of our new studios.
Ninja Theory is big.
Studios, these 5 new teams will have the resources, the platform, and creative independence to take bigger risks, create even bolder worlds for you.
Truth is the enemy of happiness. Isn't that the decision we all made?
Oh. But you know the truth, don't you? There's not a thing I can tell you that you don't already know. Is there?
Have you had your joy, Ollie?
People in town are getting a tad bit skinny. I think they're starving to death. And they're painting the streets in rainbows. Have you not noticed?
Oh, Ollie.
Why are you all wearing those ridiculous new masks?
You should get one. They shape your face into a smile. And when you smile, you can't help being happy.
We have
They need to know the truth.
No! It's better not to know.
Wakey, wakey, everybody. And it's another fabulous day in Wellington Wells. Do what you should be doing, and you never have to worry.
Sally?
Arthur, we're practically the only two people in this entire city not stoned out of our minds on joy.
It's not a lovely day for it. It's a terrible day for it.
If you force people to have the emotions you want, then you've turned them into robots made out of meat.
Where is it? Where's the blackberry? You've gone too far this time.
People won't face facts. Not until we take their joy. And when we do that, they'll murder each other in the street.
So you have a final release date? Can't really change it if it's 2 months away.
Yeah. Exclusive. Didn't want console
Oh,
launch
okay.
exclusive.
Well, if
Wait.
they're... So the other ones aren't console launch exclusive.
But it's already on. What?
Oh, it said the bat. Oh, maybe it's a Miramar thing? Yeah.
Miramar already came out.
Yeah, but it only came out like 2 weeks ago, so maybe they're just promoting it. Oh. Are they gonna launch Sandhawk on Xbox first?
Oh boy. In the summer, so probably around the same time or later.
Well, it said console launch exclusive. I mean,
Probably because it's only on Xbox and you can't get. There's no PUBG on PS4.
oh, maybe. Dong.
Wait, do they have shields?
Excuse me? Hello?
Oh, a new winter map.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Wild. Hey, boys.
World premiere.
Reaching out for no man's land to take a breath and take a chance and walk 1,000 nights to change the world. Where to go, when to start.
I was just waiting for you to message me.
Only more, just need someone to share. Starting the dusk every day together.
Is your mic broken still, or? Oh, you're muted.
No, it's fine.
All right. This game is super animated.
Definitely. Reminds me of Ni no Kuni.
I was gonna say, yeah. That's what I thought it was at first, but Tales of Vesperia.
Weren't they only? Didn't they used to just be handheld games?
Yep.
World premiere. Washington, D.C., the most
Division 2?
heavily protected city on Earth.
Within its limits, 177 foreign embassies, 550 elected officials, and 23,000 military personnel.
Yeah, definitely Division 2.
It looks like, yeah.
Attack, critical personnel are evacuated. Underground shelters open, while complex defense systems patrol the sky.
But nothing stopped the virus. 27 days after patient zero, Washington fell. It began with riots on K Street, then shootings in the National Mall. Troops withdrew to bunkers. Civilians were left in the streets.
America is on the brink of collapse.
What was the story with Division 1?
Some people have
It's exactly that. It's a virus that took over.
Their fences patrolled with rifles. In communities that live under constant siege, survival has taken.
I don't know. Do we feel like we need a Division 2?
I don't.
Centuries ago,
but
on this
you know,
very
there's a lot of
brother
fans.
fought brother, spilling blood to forge the United States. History is threatening to repeat itself.
Now, in the heat of summer, 6 months after the outbreak began, a remnant of a corrupt state lurks in the shadows, ready to engage in a new civil war.
Agents of the Division are the only ones standing against it.
But how do you save a nation when its enemies come from within?
Oh, they're actually going to show some gameplay.
Oh boy, I can't wait for more scripted dialogue.
I hope not, dude.
Oh, it's a different game.
Oh, what? No. Ubisoft makes the Division. It's the Division.
Oh, this is Division.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my god, no. Why do they do this?
Duke, Kit, did you guys hear that?
Yeah. Closer this time.
It's the same people.
We didn't get enough of them last time, apparently.
Get your resident sleepers in chat, boys.
Look at this parachute. Dropped right through the ceiling. Let me see if I can get this. Oh, that'll come in handy. So you guys are coming or what? Yeah.
I'm cringing my ass off, dude.
Merry Christmas.
I just don't understand what compels them to do this, other than like,
Here's the door.
all press is good press mentality, where they hope people talk about the game because it was cringy.
Yeah.
Karpinski, it's the Division.
Alright, let me just talk to this guy.
Glad to see you. We got a boy here who's gonna die without his meds. Those True Sons assholes confiscated him, along with most of our drinking water. Up around
Okay,
Pinwater Station.
meet us at the sinkhole? Yep. Okay, sure. Wow. Okay. Definitely from the capital. You should have a new side mission on the map.
Yeah, we're not that far.
Okay, do it after the crash site? Sounds good. They're just ahead of us, Matt. Hey, I see you. I'll be up in a sec. Kit, we gotta get you leveled up. I know. Please help. I've been busy.
She's one level behind.
A lot of blue down there.
Hey, you guys should really check this out.
Also, all this fancy UI stuff is definitely not going to be in the final game.
Yeah.
So that's
it's just like the E3 release reveal of Division 1.
Hey, wait for me.
Crap, they have a tank. Yep, I see him.
Don't aggro him yet.
Let me adjust my build.
Got my crossbow and your launcher.
Don't do this to me.
Cloud out. Matt, can you flank them and get a clear shot?
I'll take that sniper on top. Wait for it. Got her.
Yeah, you really had to get a grenade for that guy.
Matt, look out.
Yep, yep, yep.
Over here. Seeker mine out. Whoa! Oh, I'm stuck. Use a little help. Thanks, Matt. Oh, there's a dude rushing through the plane. Guys.
Yeah, I'll see what I can do.
What the hell?
Got him. I'm down.
Yeah, hang on, I'll get you. I'll cover you guys.
Come on, come on. Get that weak point.
Oh crap. Matt, watch out. Sending my drone.
Thank you for the revive, Meg.
I've got this guy behind the tank.
Matt with the hive knife.
Alright, just lay it on him.
Again?
Drone down.
Oh, there goes his armor.
Ah. You're on your own.
Keep going.
Good job.
I like the body.
Level up.
Body shots.
Oh, sweet. Congrats.
Alright, flare is up. Control point is ours. Nice. Guys wanna check out the plane? Let's go.
Let's go.
Analyzing ballistic residue.
Looks like a rough landing.
Intentions about to kill him.
That's nuts.
Let's check it out.
Great idea. Let's just die.
So, game plan. Take the capital back. I think we're ready. 3, 2, 1, go, 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 go!
And just like that, they all died.
Yeah. So is it just more of the same, or 'cause I don't see
It looks
anything
it looks
new or
exactly
special.
like the other thing. It's just a new map. The other one was in New York. This one's in DC.
Uh-huh.
Please welcome.
Sign up now for the beta
head
though.
of Engineering, Xbox Game Pass, Ashley Spiker.
This is a special time for gamers. We've never had so many incredible games to play. Storied franchises, uncharted worlds, new releases. and
Did someone
cult
say
classics.
Uncharted?
Genres we love, and genres we'd love to explore. There's only one problem. Too often we are forced to choose one amazing game over another. So we set out to solve that problem. And to answer the question, what if you didn't have to choose? What if you could play them all? The answer? Xbox Game Pass. A way to give gamers the ultimate freedom to play. And your response has blown us away. Not only are you playing more games, you are spending more time gaming. Freedom of choice is leading to more discovery, more play, and more fun. And we couldn't be more inspired to keep building and unlocking more for you. So for the last year, we've been working on how to give you faster access to all those games. We leveraged the machine learning expertise we have at Microsoft and invented a way to start your games twice as fast. And naturally, we're calling it Fast Start. Unlike the current ready-to-start system, which is manually
So
configured,
it's a streaming
Fast Start
sort of
uses machine learning
service.
techniques
You don't
based on
install
how
the
gamers
games.
I mean, I think that's what they're explaining right now.
And Fast Start is designed to get better as the algorithms and parameters are refined over time. I'm pleased to announce that Fast Start
Because it looks
will
like that says
launch for select
installing
titles
there,
in the June
downloading or
update
whatever.
coming later this month. Ultimately, it all comes down to the games. We'll continue to deliver iconic favorites like Halo the Master Chief Collection, coming later this year. we also plan to release all new exclusive games from Microsoft Studios, including Forza Horizon 4, Crackdown 3, and more, into the Xbox Game Pass catalog on the same day.
So do you think they're going to end with more details about Halo Infinite?
No, I don't think they're gonna show anything else. I'm still holding out hope for
Also bring new games
like the big secret reveal.
into your Xbox Game Pass library.
So far, it's been
Games like Ashen,
pretty much
Warhammer
nothing.
Vermintide 2, After Party, and Phoenix Point, all available in Xbox Game Pass the same day as their global release.
So this Game Pass thing, does it apply only to consoles, not the PC?
So
I'm actually not sure about that because I guess it would be tied to your Microsoft account. So anything that you can play on Microsoft, you can play on Microsoft. Play anywhere.
Tom Clancy's The Division.
That Elder Scrolls Online?
Yeah.
The Elder Scrolls Online Tamriel Unlimited.
So not Morrowind or the other one.
And
Oblivion.
No, Somerset, the new one.
All enhanced for Xbox One X in gorgeous 4K, and all of them playable today in Xbox Game Pass.
Sweet. Todd Howard kind of already confirmed the Fallout 4 on Game Pass, but
Developers working with us to bring
guess we'll
freedom of
talk about it
choice
again.
to gamers around the world with Xbox Game Pass. Thanks, everyone.
all right, here's the ID shit. Console launch exclusive. Interesting.
Ooh, Vermintide 2.
Yeah, that's what they had said before. On the pass.
Battle Royale.
Yeah, Islands of Nine. Shroud plays that a lot on PC.
Is it any good?
It's alright. It's a little different, more robotic. It's interesting. It looks like the Titan Souls guys. What? That game looks lit. I want to look up at that.
I thought I knew why I came here. I saw it. The end. But now the truth feels further away than ever. I still have so many questions.
That's 3 Squeenix games, by the way. I don't know what they're going to show off at their own conference, but...
Yeah.
We can't let Trinity get hold of this.
Let's think this through.
Do you realize the tragedy you have unleashed? The cleansing has begun. It falls to me now to stop it before it consumes us all.
What have I done?
Feels like Tomb Raider's sort of taken over what Uncharted was.
Yeah.
So now we're getting all Tomb Raider games instead of Uncharted games.
hard to believe.
You don't know that you caused all this, Laura!
You need to trust me.
We have to trust each other.
He wants to alter the course of humanity. If you had that power, what would you do?
Wow, it's coming out soon.
Yeah. Console launch exclusive. Xbox first, just like last time. Wait.
Skate 4?
Wait, what? Wait,
Brandon
what?
Pellet?
Wait, what? Wait, what? Wait. Wait, what?
Oh my god, Brandon's gonna be happy.
Wait, this is not Skate 4.
Maybe.
No, it's gonna be that other, like, knockoff of it. This looks exactly like it, though. No way.
Session.
Yeah, Session, okay. So, yeah, that's what I thought. Because I remember Creature Studios was behind Session. But it's like, it's basically a spiritual successor to Skate by people who loved it. I played the alpha, like pre-alpha, whatever it was.
Exclusive.
They say you only live once. I beg to differ. I was born 3 times, and I've met death 3 times. My first home was Altanova. The curiosity I gained there cost me my first life. I awoke again in Tarif, village of the sorcerers. I once thought that this would be my true home.
Launching on Xbox first for Session.
Forbidden questions. What exactly is the true nature of the Black Stone? What lies beneath the vast desert? Who was it that was calling me from the depths beyond the desert? The world never paid heed to such questions. They just fought on, blinded, and hungered for more and more of the power. It is time that I, at long last, reveal the hidden secrets once and for all.
It's an MMO? Oh, is it Black Desert?
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
Come to me, if you dare to learn your true wretched self. Behold, I am Elezra, the darkness born from the desert.
So, like a different game?
MMORPG? It says MMORPG.
Yeah, but there's already
World
Black Desert Online.
I know, but maybe it's like a
Console version
yeah.
of the game?
I don't know.
Okay.
We've known each other a long time. Hold the line! Hold the line! Nothing gets through!
Well, that's terrifying.
You never had this much trouble. You gonna make it through this?
They're demons! I've seen
is. Devil May Cry, baby.
Wow.
They're going with the fucking new Dante. They're not going back. I'm pissed.
That's a different Dante.
No, it's the
last
same.
one.
It's the same one. He just has white hair.
His face looks different.
hit every single bump in the road. Gonna ruin my crew.
He looks like Ninja.
Cheer up, crew cut. You taking notes?
Oh, he's missing an arm. Interesting.
Yeah, he's a real pro at smacking demons around. That's why I built him that well-functioning arm. To kick demon
I just
ass.
cringed.
Yeah, that's. I'm pretty mad about this, honestly. Because they were calling it Devil May Cry 5, I was expecting them to go back.
Chit-chat or monologue? Just getting right to the point, huh?
Please say fuck you in the trailer.
My brilliant badass work is worth every dime. You know it. Cash first.
Get back inside now! I've got a score to settle with that son of a bitch.
No, they cut it.
Devil May Cry.
Oh. Hello?
Wait, was that the original?
Hello? Also, was that the what's his name? Goku's voice actor?
From Capcom, producer
I
Matt
couldn't
Walker,
tell.
and director
That sounded a lot like his laugh. Ha
Itsuno.
ha!
As director, I wait 4 years for this. Thank you so much. DMC is back. English is hard. Matt, you do it.
Of course. It's been 10 years since Devil May Cry 4 was released, and fans have been asking for a true sequel ever since. So this is our response, loud and clear, that we hear you. Devil May Cry and Hideaki Itsuno are back!
But is it though? I see real Dante right there on the left side.
Early on in the development of Devil May Cry 5, we set our sights on creating
they're
something
branding
that
it
was
like
gonna
it's
have
not a
world-class
spin-off
So
anymore.
we've scanned
Yeah.
fully costume models for all of our main characters, and with the power of Xbox One X, we're able to render them as realistically as possible. Now, while visuals are really important, the controls need to remain tight and responsive as well. So we've gathered the best minds at Capcom to ensure that we can still deliver
Is it like
that
you think it's his
amazing
son?
gameplay that Devil May Cry is known for. And we think
Like
that we
Dante
made
looked
something that
old, like he
feels
looked like he had
better
like a
than any
beard. He
action
was pretty
game
old.
we've ever created.
ほらほら。すべてのファンの皆様のために一番の自信作ができました。期待してもらって大丈夫です。よろしくお願いします。
Itsuno says that he is convinced that this is the best game that he's ever made because we made it for you, our fans. And we hope you look forward to seeing more.
I do.
Have a great E3!
I can't put out who that last guy on the right is, but oh, nice. Cuphead DLC. Oh.
exclusive.
Are we supposed to be able to read that text? It looks like English kind of, but it's possible to read that fast.
That tiny fox in a big world is a prime example of the reach of gaming today. A labor of love conceived and created by a single developer in Halifax, Nova Scotia, is today commanding gaming's largest stage. Whether you're sharing the adventure of a tiny fox with more than 20 million viewers on Mixer, or teaming up with Xbox Live friends to slay zombies, gaming is an incredible community. We've always believed that building community is vital for gaming. There's real power.
All right, what did I miss
in our
after
shared
Devil May Cry?
Sharing the
Nothing.
same
They showed a little Fox game,
the same
an ID at Xbox game.
And there's real meaning in sharing our love of gaming with fellow gamers. This community is the reason why we love premiering games here at E3. For the rest of our briefing, everything you show you will be world premiere games no one has seen.
Were they saving the best for last?
I mean, maybe but like not exclusives. Like,
yeah, he didn't say exclusives.
New from our friends at Bandai Namco. On my last trip to Japan, their creative team showed me a sneak peek at their next game. Now, you get to see the first look.
World premiere.
So yeah, not exclusive. There's only been like 4 exclusive games that aren't ID at Xbox games.
Where the impossible is reality. They consist of both good and evil. These worlds were never meant to meet.
Beyond Good and Evil?
But
No,
things have changed.
that's UB.
Oh, right.
Now they have begun to merge as
Naruto?
One Piece? Wait.
Naruto? One Piece?
Goku? What the fuck's going on?
What? Anime the video game, dude? Shadow Clone Jutsu. Legends of the Anime. Is it just the 3 of them?
Dunno.
Like, what a weird combo to have.
It's just I guess it's a fighting game mashup.
Maybe. Or maybe it's just DLC for Dragon Fighter Z, or...
No, he said newest game.
Jump Force, wow.
Pretty
So it's
weird
just
name.
well, it's shonen.
What? Death
Shonen
Note?
Jump.
The fuck?
Nice. Yeah, it's all the Shonen Jump cartoons.
Nice.
To fight.
Weird. They've already got Dragon Ball Fighter Z. Why would they include a new whatever?
World premiere.
Next roll the next premiere, Microsoft.
15 years since the fall. The city is a corpse, and we are the worms. We burrow in it.
Last of Us 2.
Fighting for every useful piece of land to preserve ourselves.
Last of Us 2 at the Xbox conference?
And the horrors of the day.
Oh yeah, that is Naughty Dog.
Anyone who dares to steal food will be hanged, and their bodies will be exposed.
It sounds like the main character.
Every day we rise from dust to choose between bad and worse.
What? That's Mirror's Edge. It's literally the exact movement from Mirror's Edge.
Huh.
It must be Dishonored?
And these choices we take to survive will create the world to come.
Maybe it's a completely new game. Oh, yeah.
Oh, nice. I didn't even think about that. That makes sense, though.
Please welcome narrative designer Chris Avalo.
Yeah, well, parkour. Yeah, I should have thought about it. But it's literally the exact motion stop movement of Mirror's Edge, the way he wall run and switch sides.
Right.
Interesting.
Hi, I'm Chris Avallone, and I'm excited to be working with Techland to create the world of Dying Light 2. Dying Light 2 is everything you'd expect from a bold sequel to the first game. A fluid parkour system with improved natural movement, deep and tactical first-person melee combat, and of course, terrifying nights when the infected emerge from the depths of the city to feed on anyone they can find. At the same time, we invite you to a new vision of the post-apocalypse, a bleak and unforgiving reality that we call the modern Dark Ages. Today, however, we want to give you a look at one of the impressive new features of Dying Light 2, a technical and narrative advancement for the franchise. Dying Light 2 will be the first in its genre where your choices have genuine consequences in the game itself, from how it looks, how it plays, to the events that occur. Everything in the game world can change based on your decisions. The following demo throws a bit more light on this.
You don't have to show me anything. I already bought this game. Yeah, it looks much more fluid. Yeah, they must have worked with some Mirror's Edge devs, because that's almost exactly it.
Yeah.
Dying Light 2 features a functioning ecosystem that reacts on multiple levels to the things you do and the choices you make. In the example we are about to show you, our protagonist undertakes a mission for the Peacekeepers, one of the many factions active in the city. They want you to negotiate with two survivors who are controlling and hoarding a water supply.
You going to insult us with another final offer?
Let's say you choose to carry out the Peacekeepers' orders, one way or another.
Awesome.
After this, you will start seeing a significant change in the city, as access to the water supply allowed the Peacekeepers to bring stability and develop the area. There's even running water for the people at street level, and that raises their morale and allows you to replenish your energy on the go. But there's a cost to this. The PKs have a rigid approach to law and order. So while the streets may be safer, it's only safer for those who side with them. So if you get on their bad side. Now let's return to that moment of choice. And instead of killing them, you choose to team up with this group to supply water on the black market. As you will see, this creates a very different set of consequences for the city. With water being a precious currency, it brings you access to new resources and trade. But this, in turn, attracts the worst type of people to the area.
I'm pretty skeptical about choice systems like this.
And this is just
I feel like they don't end up ever being as fleshed
Yeah.
out as they promise.
It seems like it's going to be like a very small set of choices, like at certain change quests.
And by the way, this is just what happens in the day.
Yeah, exactly.
At night, well, things tend to get a lot darker.
Exclusive world premiere.
That's what I want.
A lot of time has passed.
Okay.
You've gotten
Something
soft,
comic booky.
complacent.
I was hoping for a AAA here,
You
but
always knew this day would come. You always knew the three of you would be needed again.
Trying.
You always... Wait. What?
is this Zombies Ate My Neighbors?
Battle to what?
No. No. What? Exclusive?
Okay. Well, show some gameplay.
Hand-drawn 2.5D graphics and broad
Okay.
non-specific feature declarations. They're back.
That's unreal. Definitely not a AAA game like I wanted, but
Yeah. What's the point if you don't have anything to show for it?
I mean, that's a great announcement to make on stage.
I was born to fight wars that no army could win.
Just Cause 4?
Just Cause 4, yeah.
No failure. But the rules have changed. The enemy changed. And no one was ready for it.
That's the 5th Square Enix game?
The Black Hand. They are the world's most powerful private army. But even they should fear what they've created. This isn't a war, Rico. This is survival.
Does that happen a lot? Want me getting shot at? All the time.
Of course he drives into a tornado. Why wouldn't he?
Just need to hook onto a car or something.
Yeah. That's actually December 4th. Right before February.
World premiere.
Snooze, dude.
Here's a war.
Wait, what? Microsoft Studio. Why didn't it say exclusive then? Oh. It's not real Gears of War. Are they just announcing a fucking Funko Pop collection?
I mean, this had better not be a meme.
I swear to God, dude, they might literally just announce a new Funko Pop collection for Gears of War.
Gears Pop. It's even worse.
No,
It's
that's exactly
Funko
what
Pop.
it is. Oh, it's a game.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's an actual game.
From the Coalition,
Be
please
right back.
welcome studio head Rod Ferguson.
Oh, so that's where he left.
Years ago, when I began my Gears of War journey, we had no idea how big this franchise would become. And as it's grown, we've dreamed of taking it to new places and different ways to reach even more fans. And that's why today we're announcing Gears Pop, a collaboration with our friends at Funko to bring a unique mobile spin to the world of Gears. And mobile is not the only new place we're going. I'm excited to also announce the true Gears of War PC experience in a completely different genre, Gears Tactics. You create a whole new squad 12 years before Gears of War 1 as they hunt a locust monster maker responsible for destroying whole cities. It's our take on the classic turn-based strategy genre with a character-driven story.
It's not really Gears of War.
Faster, more
This is not the pop game.
Customizable squad and equipment, and of course, it wouldn't be a Gears game without a
So it's a
massive
different
boss
genre
battle.
game.
Yeah. On PC. RTS on PC, man.
We look forward to sharing more about Tactics with you soon. But it's not just about going to new places.
I guess that's why they
It's
didn't
also
put
about having
exclusive
new
on the other one, because it's iOS and
The
Android.
amazing team at the Coalition
Yeah.
is working hard to bring you our most ambitious Gears of War
Oh,
title
there it
yet,
is.
Gears 5.
Oh. Well. Gears of War 4 is already out? When did that happen?
As Kate, you'll journey across the biggest and most beautiful world we've ever created, with the war for humanity escalates on two fronts, outside the capital city and within Kate herself. In this moment from the game, Kate leads a rescue mission to a remote village, but something goes horribly wrong.
Alright, show it off, baby.
Kate.
No.
Kate, you can't see this. You don't want to see this. I'm sorry. Kate? I'm sorry. Thanks for coming here. Of course.
Can I recommend we maybe get these people out of here?
Hey, just slow down.
No, Foz is right. We need to move.
What are you He's dead, man. Give her a minute.
She'll get her minute in the Raven.
What the hell is wrong with you? Del, we need to leave.
Cutting edge emotional drama is
not
what I
going.
want from Gears of War.
Same.
Excuse me?
For months now, I've been having these dreams. Nightmares. But I think they were messages. Something's happening to me.
It's your grandmother's?
Enough. We'll deal with this later. Foz, round these people up.
I need help.
There's a place up north. I think we can find you answers there.
No. Absolutely not. We have orders.
You'll go with me.
God damn it, both of you, listen.
I'll go with her. Look, if you're missing, Jen will notice. Okay? I'll push Jack the coordinates.
No, Corporal. You're coming back to New Ephyra. That is a direct order.
Well, Captain, screw your order. This isn't about you. It's about me. I need to fix this.
Hey, watch her. A necklace? That's a locust symbol.
Yeah, so?
She would never be our enemy by choice. I know that.
Because she would die for us.
I know that. But what if it's not her choice?
Where are we going?
Back to where it all began.
Who's in the shadows? Who's ready to play?
It's gonna be a full 2-hour conference, huh?
Are we the hunters or are we the
Looks like it. I mean, how many games have they gone through? They have to do 50.
Well, they've gone through a lot. If you count the ID of Xbox, there was like 10 games just in that, so.
Yeah.
me. What did JD tell you?
This is a wild game of survival.
Well, at least they showed some gameplay.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, I'm excited. I'm more excited about the path they took in 4 and 5 than they did in the original Game Awards. So, Gears of Wars.
In the entire history of Xbox, in the entire history of E3, in the entire history of our industry, gaming is now at its most vibrant. Today, we shared our commitment to giving you the freedom to discover and
Well, they
play
started 6 minutes
all
late,
of the
so
great
maybe
new
it's stopping
games
now.
coming to Xbox Game Pass.
Meh.
Today, we showcased more games than we ever have before. 50 games.
There's got to
18
be an end
titles
game
with
for this.
exclusivity, and 15 world premieres. Today, we shared our most diverse gaming portfolio in every measure, from breadth in art style, genre, and cultures, range in subject and setting, scale and story, and scope and creative vision. And every one of these plays best on Xbox. The world of gaming is on an historic growth path, where the increasing number of gamers is met with the increasing creative power of game developers. In this significant moment, we are constantly challenging ourselves. Where can we take gaming next? Our answer? We commit and harness the full breadth of our resources at Microsoft to deliver on the future of play. Our experts in Microsoft Research are developing the future of gaming AI, so the worlds and characters we enjoy will be even more rich and more immersive. Our cloud engineers are building a game streaming network to unlock
yeah. There we go.
console-quality gaming
So I called it.
on any device. Not only that, we are dedicated to perfecting your experience everywhere you want to play, on your Xbox, your PC, or your phone. And of course, our hardware team, the same team that delivered unprecedented performance to Xbox One X, is deep into architecting the next Xbox consoles.
They're actually...
where we will once again deliver on our commitment to set the benchmark for console gaming.
I guess they're just teasing that.
Yeah, there are going to be new ones.
We are committed to building an industry-leading first-party studios organization. And as you saw earlier, we are making one of our greatest single-year investments in teams by adding 5 new creative studios. We have committed our team, our company, our technical resources, so we can declare to you today and next year and all of the years after that, you will always experience the best in gaming on Xbox.
They still haven't used all the Xboxes yet, so...
So choose the games you want
Yeah, they used like 4 at once.
Yeah, they used like the 8 there.
Heroes to be made and legends to become. Together.
Oh, there it is.
And have a great Easter.
Is this Despacito too?
Confirmed? Xbox 2. Project Red. It's gonna be Cyberpunk 2077. Maybe not. Beep. Yeah, no, Project Red there. Yeah, so it's gonna be there. Which sucks because if their big final is fucking Cyberpunk, then it's cross-platform.
In
2077, they voted
Yeah.
my city the worst place to live in America. Main issues, sky-high rate of violence, and more people living below the poverty line than anywhere else.
Dude, I love this song.
Can't deny it, it's all true. But everybody still wants to live here. This city's always got a promise for you. Might be a lie, an illusion. But it's there, just around the corner. And it keeps you going. It's a city of dreams. And I'm a big dreamer.
Still not really getting much from that game, huh?
Yeah, we didn't. There was no gameplay at all. It was all footage from cutscenes.
All right, that's it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna show off the ending now. All right. Actually,
So, what do you think?
actually over?
Yeah.
No hidden. Yeah, there we go. All right. So let's pull this back up.
What do you
So-
think? Did it live up to expectations? Did it fall flat?
I like that I got my hardware. So I said 10%. It was more like 1%. It was very, very, very short. And they definitely did 99% of the time was games. Now, with 10 of the games being ID at Xbox games that are exclusives, they have 8 actual exclusive games, which is still kind of great. They do have some of them that are like exclusive first, and they showed off a lot of games, but like,
Then
I don't
again,
know.
we didn't get anything that really popped out.
Like, we knew Gears was coming, we knew Halo was coming. So I mean, like, I don't know if those really count as like brand new, like exciting games that like everyone's waiting for.
And even then, we didn't really get gameplay out of it. We didn't go.
Yeah,
into
we
any
got
sort of deep
we got a
dive.
little bit of stuff from Gears, but you know, we got kind of nothing from Halo. It looks like they're just going to maybe show us something at Gamescom or something like that, or like keep us waiting for another couple of months. But
I guess we did just get quantity over quality.
yeah, I think that they were really trying to pump out and show you that like if you buy an Xbox, there's going to be a crap ton of stuff for you to play. I just don't know if they're going to be able to sell it as like why should you buy this over, why should I buy a $550 Xbox One X to get, you know, 4K and stuff like that? Is it worth making that jump solely for the extra performance? Because like sides aside and like fanboyism aside, the Xbox One X is the strongest console on the market by a large margin. It supports the HDR 110. It supports the 4K. It has additional like cores inside of it that can accelerate like the processes. So overall, it's a very strong machine. But anyone who's spending $550 to get a strong Xbox, they need to know that it's like they're not just getting it so that they can play Assassin's Creed in 4K. You know? They need Xbox power behind it and Xbox games behind it that make them want to own it, because
they need games that are Xbox sellers.
Exactly. The PS4 Pro still doesn't have the same thing, but it can still play games in upscaled, like checkerboarded 4K at 60 FPS. And like, if you're paying $100 less or $150 less, you know, and you get maybe like a better lineup of exclusives, we'll see obviously for this upcoming year as when they come out tomorrow. But you know, we're just not getting anything that's like, unless you're like an absolute Halo or Gears of War fanboy, there's nothing there that really shouts out and goes, you need to have an Xbox One if you want to play games that you love.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think that it's a great year for PC gamers because a lot of those games are going to be available on PC. So you can finally expect to see Halo multiplayer on PC, which is going to be pretty nutty. When like on Windows 10, that's going to be like, it's what everyone's been clamoring over for eons. And I guess that explains why they shut down the Halo PC mod community.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. That's good news for PC Halo fans, I guess, who moved away from Xbox. But I mean, highlight of the show, Devil May Cry. Devil May Cry coming back. Can we get some, we got a little bit of gameplay. We got a little bit of teasing. If they bring back original Dante, that's definitely going to be my game.
Yeah,
to play.
That's what I was going to say. If it comes back enough to we see original elements.
Yeah. If it's and it like, even I wouldn't even be mad if it is like, if it is his son and Dante is like the dad who's not really there and the whole game is you playing as the son. I'm down. That's a good sequel for me. Like completely erasing the entire history of Devil May Cry and creating a new Dante that like is supposed to be more edgy and like cool looking for new fans. That was absolutely just a garbage, despite the fact that that game was good. Gameplay wise, mechanically, that game was very good. But you can't just throw lore out of the window and like abandon all of your fans. So if they stick to that and they come back with good gameplay mechanics, they expand on what DMC was, and then bring back the Devil May Cry storylines and the characters that we love, I'm totally for that. Even if it's like new characters being introduced because it's a later date. As long as they acknowledge that it takes place in the same universe and that those things that we went through from Devil May Cry 1 to Devil May Cry 4 actually existed.
Yeah, people want to know that they didn't just abandon all the original Dante stuff that they loved.
Yeah.
Just for the spin-off, the edgy new Dante.
Bringing
it all back would be
my good
great.
Dante. But I mean, it looks like they are spending time. So that one of the things that I took away from this was that buying 5 big companies, or I guess creating one and then acquiring the others, means that they are actually dedicated to creating high quality first party content for the coming years. So they don't have anything to show right now, but maybe E3 2019 they really like, the initiative comes out and like bumps a really cool new IP. They did say that the Forza Devs Playground are working on a full new IP and that they're going to take their open world knowledge to it. Now, Playground Games doesn't really do anything that's not cars, so I really hope that it's not like another open world car game. I hope that they're doing something like interesting with that. The guys from State of Decay, Undead Labs, State of Decay 1 and 2 were both amazing. They're just obviously not first part like AAA titles, so they're still kind of lacking in that department. But maybe now with the Microsoft resources, they can actually afford to use those and build a full tiered game. Ninja Theory being acquired is huge because they have a breadth of amazing game catalog. So if they're going to be making exclusive games for Xbox, that could be real big trouble for Sony next year. And obviously, our good friends in the Coalition coming out with their bi-yearly Gears of War games with mobile and RTS variants now, apparently.
Yeah, when they acquire these studios, it's almost like they acquire the right to have exclusive titles from them.
Yeah, in the future. So it's good for me because I think that it shows that they, like, even though it doesn't show as much now, like they obviously are focused on gameplay. They heard us that their console releases and their hardware focused stuff is just not going to cut it. Not having enough games is not going to cut it. So they did do well in that department, and I'm hopeful for next year that they really come guns swinging with these big companies that they've acquired and show off, like, hey, we can make AAA exclusive games that aren't Halo and Gears of War, and we can make you love them.
Yep.
All right, so that's the Microsoft conference. I'm gonna post up the schedule here. So we are gonna be back at 9 p.m. tonight. Well, I'm gonna be back at 9 p.m. tonight to go over the Bethesda conference. So we saw some Fallout 76 stuff today, but
I can't wait for more.
I'm assuming they're gonna show like gameplay and a lot more at their conference. Speaking of which, after that, we're going to be doing Devolver Digital, which is probably going to be a pretty short conference, probably only an hour, if that. And then, we'll be back again after that tomorrow, almost the same times. We're going to be 1:30, 3:30, and 9 p.m., as well as 10:30 p.m. for the Sony conference. So if you were excited about the Xbox conference and didn't get what you wanted, maybe Sony will give you what you need. I don't know what Square Enix is going to do because 5 of their games were premiered today on the Microsoft stage. So I don't know what they're expecting to show off, and it's probably just going to be explaining all the games that have already been launched, which is kind of lame. But we'll be here for the commentary, so if you liked what you heard, stick around, and we'll see you later on tonight. Peace.
Great. See ya.